what's up, guys? My name is Ryan TJ. Welcome back to the video. Today, we're going to be ranking some NASCAR drivers. Favorite to hate. The middle is boring, and if you're boring, like a boring personality, you're going in that list. So let's just get right to it. Let's not waste any more time. Austin Cindric. I gotta say, I don't really care for Austin Cindric. He seems pretty nice. He hasn't really done anything to me personally or to Kyle Busch, because you know what Kyle Busch is going to be, but I'll put him in he's alright. Alright, next driver, Todd Gilliland. I don't really care for much for Todd Gilliland. He's just there. I put him in boring. I don't know if he's a boring guy, but I'll put him in boring. I don't really care for that much. Chase Briscoe. I liked him in the Tony Store commercials when he was in Storehouse Racing, but I don't, he's doing good for Joe Gibbs Racing. I have no problems. I'll give him a like. He's likable. Josh Berry. I actually like Josh Berry, and even though he's been kind of, I guess you say, a nuisance the last couple weeks, he's always been having a lot of bad luck and getting into accidents and stuff like that. I really do like him. I'll put him ahead of Austin Cindric and Chase Briscoe, and like. Oh, Chase Elliott. Everybody who was doing a tier list will put Chase Elliott in favorite because, the junior thing. I like Chase. He is boring, though. He doesn't really have that much of a personality when it comes to recent years. If this was like 2016 to I guess 2021, I would say he's pretty entertaining, but the last year or so, he's been kind of boring. But I'm not going to put him in boring. I like him, but his personality is kind of bland. Michael McDowell, I like. I root for him. He's cool. I have no issues with Michael McDowell. He's an underdog. He's Inspire Motorsports. I wish him well. SVG. I have no problems with SVG. I think he's a great personality for NASCAR. I think he's funny, very talented at road courses. Ovals is a different story a little bit, but he is getting better, though. I do like Shane Van Gisbergen. I'll put him in because I'm getting a little tired of him winning more, so I'll kind of want Josh Berry over SVG at the moment. Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman reminds me of a guy that just smokes pot. He just gives me that vibe. I'll give him a like. I'll put him right there. I guess. I mean, he's alright. I mean, when he won at the street course, when he beat SVG, he said he was going to party all night, which I thought that was pretty cool. Bubba Wallace. I love saying his name, Bubba. I like Bubba. I actually do really like Bubba Wallace. He's a drummer. I respect that. He's a cool, chill personality, and he seems like the type of guy I'll have a drink with, even though I don't want to drink when I'm older. Bubba Wallace. I'll put him in... I'll put him right there. Cody Ware. I dislike him. Yeah, I dislike him. I don't like him. He's always in every fucking accident every week. And, if you know, you know. Carson Hocevar. Now, a lot of people fucking hate him because of the way he acts. He's done some stupid shit, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But he has a personality, so I can't put him in boring. I don't dislike the guy. I actually did not like him when he was earlier in the season. But he has grown on me. And, you know what? I actually like Carson Hocevar. I really do. I'll put him... I actually like his Twitch streams, too, so I'm going to put him right there. He has a personality, and he's funny as fuck. That's it. Don't need to explain. I actually met Kyle Busch this year at Dover. Fucking amazing. Shout out to Turn 4 Productions for making that happen. Larson. I don't know. I feel like Larson's been having a little bit of a midlife crisis recently since Indy. I again, don't mind Larson. He's just kind of, he's kind of I don't want to say boring. He's not boring. He's talented as hell. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the he's probably the most talented driver in NASCAR. But how much as like him, I mean, I like him, and I'll move Chase over Cindric. I mean, Cindric, I don't really, here, I'm putting Cindric a little bit more down there. I don't really, yeah, Bowman, yeah. Cindric, you're going in the, yeah, that makes sense. Ty Dillon. I had him, okay. I like what he is doing. He's not an RCR guy, and I respect that. I know he has a partnership with RCR with Call Lake, but, and he was actually an underdog during the whole $1 million thing that was happening, the brackets early this season. Everyone loved him, but since then, everyone's been hating him because of the fucking, the incident with William Byron a couple weeks back. I don't want to say I dislike him. I'll put him in boring, but he's not really boring. If that makes sense. I don't know. I just put him in the middle. 50-50. Blaney. I like Blaney. I like Blaney a lot. I think he's, you know, there was a time where it was Blaney, Keselowski, and Logano, and Blaney was the only guy I liked from Penske. Obviously now I have different views on some of those guys now, but hey, we'll go there when we get to them. Ryan Blaney, I like him more than, you know, Bub. Yeah, we're gonna just do that. We're gonna make that look cool. Yeah, does that look cooler? At least we can kind of agree with. You know, I do like Ryan Blaney. He seems like a chill guy, you know, like someone you could just kind of like hang out in the backyard looking at the trees and stuff like that. He seems pretty chill, and I think he's a cool guy. He seems pretty chill. William Byron, boring. I was gonna give a lot of people some shit. I don't. He's just a boring personality. I'm not saying change your personality, but he's boring. I mean, like when he got fucking. When Ty Dillon did what he did a couple weeks back, he just wasn't pissed. He was kind of like bummed out, but he wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna get him. He was just kind of like bummed out. I mean, he's just kind of boring. He's talented, don't get me wrong, and I have no problem with the guy. It's just kind of boring. Cole Custer, I guess boring. I guess. I mean, I don't really care for Cole Custer. I mean, he's all right. I have no issues with the guy. I mean, if I see him, I'll probably say, hey, can I have a picture with you? I have no issues with the guy. I mean, you know, but, I mean, he hasn't really done much for me. Busher. I like Busher. Right there. Yeah, he kind of has a personality. You know, I'll move Bowman over Briscoe. Just to make that, because you know, when your brain thinks, you kind of often change your mind on things. So, yeah. AJ! My boy AJ. I fucking love AJ. Man, he's fucking sick. AJ Allmendinger, he's fucking awesome. I don't know where the fuck to put him. Obviously, I like him. I actually like him. I would want AJ. I actually like. He's an underdog. I like AJ. I would want him to win over Bubba or Blaney because he's just so likable, and he's an underdog. Like Blaney, Bubba. I know Bubba doesn't win often, but you know, like Blaney wins like a couple times a year. So like AJ has a couple times to win, but he hasn't really done that, so he's a big underdog, so I would want him to win. Nemechek, he's just kind of there. He seems nice, though. Kind of boring, I guess. Gibby. If you want to say why I call him Gibby, because Michael Roots, one of my favorite channels right now on YouTube. Ty Gibbs, I dislike him. I don't hate him, I dislike him. He's just, I don't know, I'm not really a fan of him. You know, because he was he took Kyle Busch's ride, and obviously I don't think Joe Gibbs wanted to necessarily kick Kyle Busch out, per se, but it feels like Ty Gibbs kind of got lucky because of his grandfather and his name. Justin Haley. He seems pretty nice, but, I mean, I would root for him if he's, like, trying to battle for a win, because he seems like an underdog. I'll put him, like, right there. You know, actually, I'll put Byron over Haley, because I do respect Byron. It's boring. Riley Hurst, I fucking hate him. I don't hate him. He made the comment about Kyle Busch how he should retire. And he hasn't done nothing since he's been in the Cup Series. I don't hate him, but he's not really doing that much for me. I just dislike him for that comment, that's all. But, you know, in a year or so, I'll probably, you know, I'll be fine with him. Stenhouse. A lot of people are gonna expect me to put him in hate because I hate him. I don't hate him. Hate's a strong word. I mean, all these drivers I put in hate, I don't like. If I meet Stenhouse in real life or some other drivers I put in dislike or hate, I'm not gonna say "fuck you, piece of shit." No, I'll be cool with them. It's just this is just like on the racetrack, trackside environment. Okay, if they're outside of the track, I don't give a, like they seem pretty chill guys. So. Trackside and like a part of the racing and trackside and all that stuff, I'll put Stenhouse in hate. He's kind of he's been in a lot of he caused a lot of accidents. He's been in a lot of accidents, and obviously the Busch thing didn't help out. Even though Stenhouse, and I will agree with Stenhouse, he had every right. He had every right to be pissed. I'm not going to disagree. Busch wrecked him. Stenhouse got pissed. I can't blame him. I can't get pissed. Eric Jones. Just seems like a grunge guy for some. I don't know. He just gets that vibe. He's an underdog. I like him more than Nemechek. You know, I'll put him right there, and I'll move Nemechek. He'll pass the 34. Noah Gragson, I like. He hasn't really done that much for me recently. But he has a personality. He's funny as hell. So I think he's pretty cool. So Noah, I'll put him. I'll put him right here. Larson and Elliott, they win all the time. Okay, these are guys that I would want to win more than the other drivers. Okay, Ryan Preece, God help him, man. He's been through a lot of shit, flipping and going crazy. I like him. I don't know where to put him. I'm not worried about that, but I'll mess with it at the end. Bell. No problem with Bell. He seems likable. He's kind of boring though. No personality. Corey LaJoy in hate. No doubt about it. He bitches that, you know, he doesn't want to race it like with only 15 fans in the crowd in the Truck Series. But reality, he doesn't deserve to be in the NASCAR Cup Series because he hasn't won a race. He hasn't won in Xfinity or Truck Series or whatever. He hasn't. And I mean, I just don't like him for that. I don't that he's bitching that he still has a job in the Truck Series even though he hasn't done anything in any other division. Like, he should be happy. I mean, there was a time I did root for him. I think it was like Atlanta in 2022 when he was doing pretty good. But since then, I don't like him. Jimmy Johnson, I like him. I'll put him over. I like Jimmy Johnson. A lot of people, and we're starting to groan on Jimmy Johnson since Pocono in 2017 when he got that fucking hard hit. And he hasn't been the same since. And hopefully Legacy Motor Club could do good, even though they're in a Toyota. I know it sucks, but I hope they do good. I really do. Chastain. I like Chastain. I'll put him. I like him obviously for the wall melon or the hail melon. Wall melon, Jesus. I'll put him right there. I'll mess with that at the end. Austin Dillon. He put Kyle in RCR. Look where RCR has been. I don't dislike. I used to not. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I'll put him in boring, even though he's not a boring personality. He's just mixed with me with how things are going. But he seems like a nice guy. I mean, he wrecked Hamlin and Logano in the same fucking lap, which I am fucking happy about. And you know what? Let's do Joey Logano next. Joey Logano. Yeah, obviously. All right. Here's the thing about Logano. If I see him in public again, I'll be nice. I'll like to meet him. I like to say hi. Trackside or during a race or if he's at a track or he's racing, I don't like him. Cause a lot of issues. He's, gets all butthurt about how people he doesn't deserve to be champion. And I'm not going to blame Logano for that because that's NASCAR's fault. Like, Logano, I think most of his championships have not been deserving, but you can't hate the player, hate the game. Like, that's NASCAR's fault, but I don't know, he just seems like, a twat around the track. Outside of it, he probably is a nice guy. So BJ McLeod, if he ever wins a race, I'll have a lovely moment with NASCAR because holy shit, BJ McLeod, I God bless him, man. A 38. I think it's Zane Smith. I think. Boring, I guess. Hamlin. All right, here's my view on Hamlin. For the long period of time, never liked Denny Hamlin. Now you're probably saying why? He was just a cocky bitch, and he never won a championship. So it was like, bro. But recently, I just come to realize that Hamlin is good for the sport of NASCAR. His personality. He actually has a personality that isn't just boring. If NASCAR is doing something bullshit or doing something stupid, Hamlin will say something about it, and he's not afraid to speak his mind, which I respect. He's a clean driver for the most part. Obviously, he has done some stupid shit, and I get that. And he is kind of, sometimes he's a pain in the ass, but I will put Hamlin in likable far end. And I do believe Hamlin deserves to win a NASCAR championship because, for fuck's sake, he's been through a lot of shit. But at the same time, it's fun to poke fun of him for not having a championship. But he has grown on me in the last year or so. Same with Brad Keselowski, a.k.a. Donkey. I'll put him in likable. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him and RFK Racing. I really do. I used to hate Brad, because, him and Bush were always on each other's throat, and, But honestly, Brad is just like a fun guy to kind of root for when, because like he's not winning as much, and that's why everyone's starting to like Kyle now because he's like they're realizing that they're not were where they used to be. So I like Brad. I mean, he's grown on me, and he hasn't really done anything too badly since like 2014. And like, and he's caused a couple incidents at Daytona and stuff like that. But you know, he's all right. Daniel Suarez, I feel bad for him, man. He's getting kicked out of 2 teams, man. I feel bad. Suarez, I like, and I'm putting him like right here because of the fact that he cost the Cowboys the Daytona 500. So Tyler Reddick, the last driver to talk about. Tyler Reddick. I didn't like how he left RCR. It wasn't really the best way to do it, and that kind of always bugged me for some reason. But I don't know the full story of his side of the story, and obviously I would never know, because, like, why the fuck would he tell me that? I'm just a guy on YouTube. But besides that, he doesn't... I don't have any issues with the guy. He's not boring. But I'll put him in, like, I guess. And I'm not really... I'm too lazy to fucking change where it is right now. But those are drivers where I like my favorite, boring, dislike, and hate. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys cared about this, subscribe, I guess. Before I end this video, I want to clarify, or I want to mention about the Resurrection of Cowboys series. I just want to give you guys some more input. I don't know if you guys looked at the description of the video. It is a series that I'm going to try to do. I've been pretty busy for a couple weeks, so I haven't had time to upload. But I don't know if it's going to be a weekly thing. Probably not. Probably like once in a blue moon type thing. I don't know. It's going to be a NASCAR 25 series where we try to resurrect Kyle Busch's NASCAR career and try to get him a championship in 2025 or 2026. I don't know how it's going to work. It's going to be really fun. Obviously, I'm playing this. I'll be playing it on PC when it comes out November 11th. That's when I probably will start recording. And I just want to do a little bit of story. I'm not copying anybody. I mean, there's a little bit of inspiration from Michael Roots. And like some of those videos like I've done have been inspired by him. If it wasn't for him, there would have been a lot of videos that I've done pretty good, like the modded videos where I would have not experienced some of the modders or just never seen the modders, whatever. But just want to give a huge shout out to him because that's some of the reasons why I'm doing this series, because it's, you know, it's resurrecting Kyle Busch's career. Gonna try to build a story or whatever. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys are excited for it. I am, and I want to kind of do a series again where it's started and finished. And if it goes well, then maybe I could continue on. Maybe do like how Michael Roots does it. I guess I don't want to copy his videos, but I kind of want to like show you if we can get Kyle Busch to 8 championships and stuff like that. That's an idea, but I don't know. Maybe I just will end it when he wins. If I could get him to win a championship in NASCAR 25. So I don't know how it's gonna go, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys have a good rest of your night or day, whatever. Take care.